Finally, we are coming into a more reasonable situation. The Paris conference yesterday was a historic moment where Macron has not ruled out anymore the use of military force of NATO and the EU in Ukraine to support Ukraine. This is what I say since a long time. We need military intervention on the side of Ukraine, and we need to send Austrian tanks, Austrian airplanes, Austrian soldiers, European soldiers, NATO soldiers into Ukraine. This is very important. Yeah? Of course, you know, they don't need to be the frontline fighting soldiers. The Ukrainians are anyhow doing that. But we can secure the airspace over Ukraine, the Dnieper River. We can have the maritime assets, the Black Sea, obviously, to be controlled by the European Union and by NATO, to sink the Russian ships, which the Ukrainians have mostly done already, and of course to guard the Belarusian border with Ukraine, and so relieve the armed forces of Ukraine, these heroes, for the full frontline battle missions which they have to lead to repel the Russian invasion. And then, of course, we need Eurobonds to fund everything. Yesterday, finally, the breakthrough here. And, of course, we need 2,000 billions, as I say all the time, and not 50 billion. It's ridiculously the sums which we are now currently mobilizing. We have also, you know, because if the Americans are not passing the bill, the funding bill, we need to pass the bill. And we need, of course, to provide the funding for the victory liberation of Ukraine. And here it's very logically what we need to do. Yeah, and it's not leading to World War III, if you want to call it like this, because the nuclear deterrence obviously works, and this Austrian debate is totally out of proportion. You know, we just need to make sure that Russia is losing and we are winning, and that's totally legitimate in times of war. And let's call it war because it's war, and let's win it. And of course, Austria must join NATO. I mean, I made the case already. And Mr. Nehammer's, our Chancellor's statement that BRICS must negotiate. I mean, this was for 2 years one debate, yeah? And they have chosen the side, and this was completely ridiculous performance. Yeah? We are like completely isolated in the European Union, in the Schengen question, in the Euro question, in the NATO question, in the funding question. It's the shame of Europe now, Austria, and I'm really desperate soon what to do to change it. But I hope I have not only the Albanian shawl here, because I say that this is a much better country, much more in solidarity, and it's NATO ally, and Austria should learn from Albania. This is the way, and open our labor market, and how more often I should say to open our goods markets by free trade agreements. Yes to Mercosur, yes to the USA agreement, and of course all together now to win and for victory. And it's absolutely legitimate to call for victory, and not what Macron made a mistake yesterday, not to lose. Yeah, what kind of aim that is? Of course we have to head for victory. This is the only way forward. So this is the way. Arm Ukraine, fund victory, supply Ukraine, send troops, and maybe not in the frontline position. They need anyhow training to do that, and you know the Ukrainians are now accustomed for victory. And we can take the complete control of everything in Ukraine's airspace and land defense, west of the Dnieper, the Ukrainians east of the Dnieper, and of course provide them the necessary means to liberate Crimea and to liberate the Donbass, and it will come. And then Russia will break up and we will have peace for the next 30 years, and the next phase of globalization will be glorious and prosperous based on our next victory in the fight against the evil empires after 91. Now is the moment 2024 to come. Thanks a lot. More to come from Pax Europiana here from Vienna. Still neutral, but on the way to NATO. Thanks Albania. And please, let's win. Stop losing.